All right, players. Hope everyone's doing fabulous. So, we're gonna address the issue. Yesterday I was like teaching and I got a call from one of my students like, dude, Lou, like they're chewing you up in the comments on your latest video, and I haven't even had a chance to check it out. So, let's do this. Let's check them out here live and we'll put up the video as soon as possible. So, let's go ahead. I got the reaction pulled up here. Let's see. Let's make sure that we can share this here with you guys. There we go. All right. So 530 dislikes. Woo! Snaps. They're coming in hot. Probably a thumbnail. But let's see. Sorry, but they're TXT, not another BTS. Okay, you guys can see that? Yeah. They're not another BTS. I agree. Exactly. TXT is TXT and BTS is BTS. Yeah, I agree. I think the dislikes are because you put copycats in the thumbnail. I agree too, but there's a little... Okay, I didn't put copycats. I put copycats question mark. I didn't call them copycats. I asked the question. Copycats? Okay, clearly... Some people didn't like that. Let's see the replies here. Ew, I didn't even notice. WTF. Yeah, same lol. Dang, I didn't even notice. I dislike this too. Bruh. Alright. TXT aren't copying artists. Just FYI. Alright. I agree too. And I've never said that in the video. Unsubscribed, they're not copycats, they're their own group. Okay, so this is like what's happening this is one of the biggest problems that are happening right now in the world, is that people just read a headline or they see a thumbnail and they just immediately assume without like reading through the whole thing or watching the whole thing. I never said that we're copying anyone. Like, you can rewatch the video, go to the end. Like, you probably didn't even watch the whole video. I see my YouTube analytics. This video is 7.5 minutes, and people only watch 2.5 minutes of it. So there's no way you can get to that conclusion after watching the whole video. But anyways, you know, it's their opinion. It's all good. Period, yes. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. Let's see. I don't even see the resemblance with BTS music. Well, you can't see music unless you have you know, the music sheet. You should hear music. And I stand both. LMO. Yes, TXT are under the same label, but their music are completely different. The only thing I could think of that reminds me of BTS is their MVs, and it's because they are under the same company and the people do both of their MVs. Okay, so let's address this one very quick. Where to begin with? I've never said in the video that I dislike the song. I actually enjoyed the song a lot, you know? I kind of consider it like, you know, hamburgers. There's a bunch of different hamburgers in the world, but they're all the same thing at the end of the day. It's a hamburger, right? There's different ones. You can like ones, you can like more than others. I don't see the resemblance in BTS music. Okay, maybe the music is slightly different, but under first impressions, any normal human being is gonna see a group of Korean, young, good-looking dudes that are dancing and singing pop music mixed with EDM and hip-hop accents. How does that not resemble BTS? It resembles. It's just a fact. Let's see. And I reiterate again, like, I never called them copycats. I asked the question. All right? But anyways, let's kind of go through here. Because their universe or storyline is connected too. Did not know that. Yeah, their music is very, very different. I've only heard this song, so can't really judge there. Yeah, I agree. And TXT's MVs are actually pretty different in my opinion. They're so much more colorful and vibrant all the time, even if it's a dark concept. I'm gonna stay away from that one. He probably isn't exposed to a lot of K-pop. since K-pop has a lot of groups. You nailed it right there, Clara Wynn. Straight up, I've listened to what, 7, 8 songs. Charlotte, I know, right? I get the same. Are just trying to mash up both groups because they want like a big whole family, but like you can do that in other ways, you know? Like this is their music and we need to respect that. Yeah, that's fine. I respect it. I like the song. Was the copycats really necessary? I'm subscribed, sorry. Again, you know, it's a thumbnail. It's just to catch people's attentions. Clearly, you guys didn't like that. Still, you know, copycats, they're putting it in parenthesis too, paraphrasing me, and they're missing the question mark. The thumbnail is insulting. If you want viewers, you could have just placed something more appropriate for the thumbnail. Like I said, it's a question. Yeah, big hit is BTS and TXT's label. TXT is a rookie group though debuted in 2019. Big Hit also has a soloist, Lee Hyun. Oh, well, we're checking out Lee Hyun soon. Their oldest artists. Those 3 are the Big Hit family. TXT is usually seen as BTS younger brothers, even if they are completely different groups. And on TXT's new album, The Dream Chapter Eternity, even the album being small, they have some good music, very different from each other. I'm not necessarily asking you to react to the whole album or analyze it or whatever, but it would be good if you give it a listen. I'm totally gonna give it a listen. Hands down. There's a lot of motivation to do that right now. I'm no music expert and I'm not a TXT fan, but I've heard Crown and this song, and they have different vibes, I'm assuming. And I actually enjoyed this song. I think people are entitled with their own opinions, and you know more about production, but thumbnail doesn't sit well with me. Yo, you guys need to like really... Okay, I get it. It's a controversial thumbnail, but it's a question. You can't let a thumbnail dictate like the whole video. I like this song. I've actually been humming the chorus like all day. And yesterday. Copycats gotta come in with the attention grabbing thumbnail. Fact. Not disagreeing there. I disagree that they're only the copycats. Nobody's like putting the question mark. I disagree that they're clearly very inspired by BTS. Others have already talked about being label mates. They share the same in-house writers and producer and choreographer. There may also be some same outsourced writers and producers and choreographer that work for both. Okay, pause right there. I disagree that they're clearly very inspired by BTS. How do you disagree then? This is hard to digest right here. This person is claiming that they have the same in-house writers, producer, and choreographer. And they also have the same outsourced writers and producers and that work for both groups. How is that not being inspired by BTS? I'm not saying it's a bad thing either. Like, it's whatever, you know? I'm inspired by bands and I'm constantly listening to different music that inspires me to write different stuff. Shoot, I wrote a metal song the other day and I was inspired by a chord progression I heard in a BTS song. And it has nothing to do, yet it inspired me. Let's see what else this one's saying. Their image, marketing, and audience that they're serving are different. Duh, what did I say at the end of my video? I literally said that. Although they're in an overlap in the audience served by BTS and TXT respectively. Totally agree. TXT is the second group formed and managed by Big Hit, and I actually think the company has taken great pains to create a different image and sound for them because they are label mates to BTS. Leading up to their debut, before anything was released, people were already writing them off as copycats, as BTS 2.0, as riding on BTS coattails. If Big Hit had produced a second boy group that sounded and looked like BTS, it just wouldn't fly. I kind of disagree there. Everything that you said, I totally agree with it, but I do disagree with if Big Hit had produced a second boy group that sounded and looked like BTS, it just wouldn't fly. This is just like human nature, okay? if you find it doesn't have to be music. Like, we can use a food analogy, you know? If you find something that you like, the more you get, the happier you're gonna be. It's just human nature, okay? Like BTS, if you can find more music that's similar to BTS, you're gonna discover all these new groups that have like a similar vibe. You're gonna be super happy. Now, labels objectively do this all the time. If they see that something is being a great success and is doing great on the charts, they're gonna try and write songs very similar to that, or they're gonna pair similar artists in the label to work together so they can create more #1 hits, because it benefits anyone. At the end of the day, yeah, we're all artists in the music industry and we want to create art, but it's an industry as well. It's a business. People are here to make money, especially these big labels. But yeah, there's a lot of really cool information in this comment. I like it. I like when you guys, you know, educate me, and I learn from this stuff too, because I'm totally foreign to this music. I'm not a fan of TXT yet, but I've been following each album release, and they have been showing growth and development with each release, and they are definitely their own group. You're entitled to your opinion, but I disagree with it. This is very respectful, by the way. I really appreciate this. Also, it would have been interested to actually hear your thoughts as to what was going on in the video, as many of us have already had time to theorize and find other social media accounts that theorize. I don't get that at the end, because I don't know anything about this universe. Like, I read your comments to explain the imagery of the music videos and stuff like that. They are not copycats. They are the most unique and diverse boy band I've known so far. Okay. How could you put that thing in the thumbnail? It's a thumbnail. Jeez. Watch the whole video. If you didn't watch the video, I already know. What are you talking about? TXT are nothing like BTS. Their music is very different. They are being themselves with their own flavor of music. What you said about them riding BTS coattails was insulting and uncalled for. It was also a question. But anyways, I apologize if that was insulting to you. I'm really sorry, Minky Talk. The word copycat in the description shows your lack of knowledge rather than their music ability. Clickbait. Why can't you just give your opinion with comparing? Why can't you just give your opinion with comparing everyone? Congratulations, you will lose many subscribers over this, me included. Well, I'm sorry to lose you as a subscriber, Minky Talk. The word copycat is also a question, just to reiterate that. I'm just not going to say it anymore. Shows your lack of knowledge rather than their music ability. I like the song. This shows that you didn't even watch the video, which is clearly most of these comments. But yeah, lack of knowledge. You know, I base my knowledge on facts. I've been doing music for almost 15 years. I'm not even gonna drop stuff like that. Whatever. Necessary clickbait and Oyen. I understand that too. It is clickbait. Music-wise, they don't resemble BTS at all, even if they share same producers. If you listen to their stuff compared to BTS, I don't even see resemblance. It's not about seeing, it's about hearing. I like that they create stories with their music videos, like BTS. If that's an inspiration from BTS, then so be it, but most K-pop groups do that. I don't see why you all are getting triggered by being inspired by a band. Literally, art is copying each other. That's what art has been all the time. If you look at hyper-realism artists, what are they doing? They're copying something that they're seeing with their eyes. To figure out your voice as a musician, what do? You listen to stuff that you like, stuff that you enjoy, right? And you grab inspiration from those things. Art is always by inspiration. You can't just like magically be born and come out with something out of thin air. You have melodies, you have chords, you have arrangements, you have all this stuff that you've been listening to through your entire life. And your personal productions, your personal songs, they are a manifestation of all of that. Anyways, let's keep going. I'm getting a little heated. Sorry about that. If I'm coming across a little bit heated, I really apologize. are like BTS little brothers. Big Hit has in-house producers, 4 or 5 of them, and they help with both groups' music. More TXT than BTS because BTS has very seasoned producers with the group, and TXT are still developing their own skills, though they did contribute a good deal to this album. But they have the same team, choreographers, producers, creators, staff working with them. It's natural that they have some commonalities, but they definitely have different target. Yeah, that's exactly what I said at the end of the video. I totally agree with that. Thumbnail got me mad triggered. NGL, I'm not familiar with that. These babies are a lot different than their big bros. The only thing BTS have got in common is their versatility and amazing teamwork. Awesome. Actually, this vibes thing is about K-pop in general. Most groups have songs with several vibes, so they're not actually aiming for one audience. TXT's Crown is the total opposite of this song, for example. Also, same with BTS. There are many songs you haven't heard from them yet, are much different. Regardless of this, you should check out BTS. Spring Day Run, awesome. That's super cool. Copycats. Oh, well, finally, someone that put the, but it's not paraphrasing me technically. Come on, show some respect if you don't even know nothing about the boys and their music yet. Always here, watching, but not anymore. Well, sorry to lose a subscriber. Ciao Pereira. Lol, TXT is big hit label with BTS. You should delete the copycat. It's a question again. Stop comparing to the BTS. They are completely different groups. How disappointing and disrespectful to put copycats in your thumbnail. TXT are kids. Leave them alone. Their music is good. They are all talented. They are not BTS, and the song sounds nothing like Britney Spears. Better change the thumbnail, buddy. Otherwise, you won't hear the end of this. Is their own group. This is like all people that haven't even watched the video. Not everything is from BTS, I agree. I don't think they're similar to BTS at all, and they're definitely not coattailing. I notice you haven't reacted to other K-pop boy groups, which might be the issue. Probably, I agree. But the only similarity they have is that they're both very much K-pop. There are other companies in K-pop like Big Hit, and they all have multiple groups under the name. That's like saying because they're all under the same label, they're copying or coattailing each other. I never said that. That's not how it works. TXT, a very unique concept compared to other groups their age. Dude, you need to change the thumbnail. It won't give you more views. It will just make people dislike it and leave. If they have an open mind, they'll watch the video. TXT are like BTS younger brothers, and they're very close. They're also much from the same record label. TXT have their own style. I'm a BTS fan, but I do like TXT very much. Alright, I like it. I haven't been even liking these comments. I'm so sorry. Let's go back up because there was a couple that I really liked. Sorry about their TXT. No, yeah, I agree with that. I like that one too. I think that is like sorry because yeah, I totally agree with this. Alright, it's just FYI. There's just too many comments. Thumbnails and so let's see. Where did I leave it? Let's go back here. Here. Okay. The only theory here is BTS is BTS and TXT is TXT. I'll take it. Is there a reason for the insulting thumbnail? I'm sorry it insulted you, Suki J. It's a question. What's with the disrespectful comment on the thumbnail? It's a question again. I'm gonna just start replying to these. They're in the same entertainment, but it doesn't mean they all have the same type of music. At least you tried to listen, but the unnecessary clickbait is not help. Again, another person that didn't even listen to watch the whole video. Have the same level, but they didn't copy anything. In reality, just showing that they can change concepts and matured quicker than most groups. TXT have a completely different vibe to BTS. They are still in high school and making music at the same time. That's really cool. They also contribute to writing, producing. You haven't listened to all of BTS music to make a judgment. I don't need to listen to all of their music to make a judgment. Like, it's it's straight up. I can't think of an analogy right now, but you know, everyone's judging all the time. That's what we do as humans. I found similarities. That's all. Big deal. All 25 BTS songs were the top 25 songs on iTunes for over 100 countries. Just goes to show how they have songs that don't need music videos. You haven't seen songs like Not Today yet, and I'm looking forward. I have seen Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Yeah, it's actually, I did a reaction to that. But thanks for the information. Bruh, stop comparing them to BTS. Just because they're from the same company doesn't mean blah blah blah. Another person that didn't do this, so please change your thumbnail and stop comparing them. Maybe I'll change the thumbnail. Copycat, says the guy that starts off each video with alright, alright, alright. I think you stole that from Matthew McConaughey. It's an homage, okay? Alright, alright, alright. It's an homage. And I'm glad that you that you caught on this. A lot of people don't catch on this. That movie is one of my favorite movies ever, and that's like one of my favorite lines too. There's so many lines in that movie that I like. But yeah, it's a little tribute to Matthew McConaughey. What are the replies saying? Exposed, lol, Rivera for real, yes. It's literally the same in-house producers. What did you expect? Well, there you have that. Copycats, rude. Imagine living in 2020 and call TXT copycats. Can't stand the level of imbecilism and dumbness. Haters gonna hate. TXT gonna slay. Yeah, another one that didn't watch the video. First of all, BTS music is routed in piano as its bass instrument, more common in pop, hip-hop, and R&B, while TXT is more rooted in guitar, indie rock, country. If you truly paid attention to the music, maybe you would have realized. Second, TXT is more true to K-pop than BST, who stays into all types of veins. Next, there is absolutely no resemblance in anything. They use different vocal and rap styles or structure their music differently. Oh yeah, verse, chorus. In terms of build-ups and drops, and as well as blending of voices, etc., not even close in resemblance. But of course, if you feel this way because you have no experience with the genre of K-pop, then maybe expand your horizons before you make such bold declarations. Another person that didn't watch the video then. Watch till the end, dudes. Jesus. I'm gonna give it a heart. Because they are pointing like some cool stuff. But yeah, watch to the end of the video. If you listen to the TXT's discography, which are only 3 mini albums, I believe you would be able to get a grasp of their signature sound. Boys are versatile and are eager to grow in their music scene in front and behind it. Thumbs up for your reaction. This is someone that watched the entire video. Thank you, Ben Fandies. Sorry if I'm, murdering your name. Sorry. Damn, you used the wrong word. Pretty sure comments will come. Yeah, they're pouring in. Let's see. TXT is TXT, be to them. People are blind these days. They are completely different. I understand that. They're from some company, but please do not say that they're a copycat. Didn't say they're a copycat again. If dude BTS themselves even support TXT for this, blah, 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 blah. Agree we have different opinions, but your opinion is offensive. Again, copycats, it's a question. Didn't call them copycats. I feel like they're much different than BTS. BTS is more hip-hop and TXT has more of a pop sound. You said it yourself with the Toxic reference. Yeah, I agree. It's just showing the maturing change of sound with this MV. This MV actually has a really deep meaning. It's about how people can grow apart and that causes them to feel lonely. It explains the feeling of your best friend leaving you to fend for yourself. I love these comments when I see, people's thoughts about like what the song means. That's really cool. Disrespect to Jin. Sorry, bro. I apologize if you got this. You were offended. Not even taking the time to give him a view. Don't stream this video. Classic. I don't see any resemblance between copycat. No way. Again, same comment repeated again. Aren't even remotely similar, and that's coming from someone who ults BTS. Okay, what's with the thumbnail though? completely different sound concept and team working behind them. The sound nothing like BTS. I've been standing both for a very long time, and I completely even forget TXT is under big hit. Wow. Kind of like your reactions until you felt the need to put copycats. Question mark. You didn't put the question mark in the thumbnail. There are way better and less insulting ways to get unsubscribed. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Leah Cass. Sorry you unsubscribed. Sorry I insulted you. What's with the thumbnail? There we go. It's tomorrow together or TXT, not text. Oh, did not know that. Interesting. Thanks for the information. See Jareen Dakal. Blackpink Boy. TXT and BTS both have the same producers and teams, etc. Because of the same label they're in. Each label in K-pop has its own taste and sound. That's why they sound similar to BTS, but calling them copycats is unacceptable because their lyrics and concepts is totally different. It's just the sound that's similar and the style is singing. Thanks for this. Again, I didn't call them copycats. I asked the question for debate. And this, I appreciate this comment. Maybe normalize not having an opinion on something you know nothing about. I know about music. I've been doing it for my whole life. I make a living out of music. So when I hear similarities in music, I'm going to point that out. Thumbnail was very unnecessary as well. Okay. Thank you for reacting to them, but they're not copycats. That was rude as fuck. Excuse my French. The thumbnail is just straight up rude. Have at least some respect for them. They're not copycats. Better check Runaway and Crown. I'm gonna definitely do that. Do you even really know BTS songs? I guess you don't. Oh my god, TXT songs are really different. Very unique. Copying? You're... I don't know. Definitely up subscribing now. Sorry, Luis Vasquez. TXT is TXT. BTS is... That's another one. Same thing. Oh, this channel called for the video was disappointing to watch, and I hope you reflect on the way you phrase your words. Didn't watch the video. How much do you know about this to say that they are very inspired by them? You can say that after listening to both groups' whole discography, I doubt. Inspired by them. Simple facts. Very colorful music videos. Very good looking young South Korean dudes. Well, I think they're from other countries, right? They're all singing. Some of them are rapping. How is there not a similarity there? Explain to me. Cancelled. YouTubers like you are just so problematic. You should not say TXT, their music is so different. BTS, I hereby pronounce you cancelled. Sorry, Suga Kuki 219, I've been cancelled. By that thumbnail, you think this was the first K-pop MV and artist you've reacted to, but looking at your channel, that's not the case. Maybe it's just your ignorance, but please look more into K-pop and how diverse the groups are and how groups will always tend to experiment with new concepts and genres. TXT are definitely not copycats. Also took inspiration, to be specific, to Indian songs. That's really cool. I did not know that. BTS and Tia are complete. Okay, tell me something I don't know. See the copycats in the thumbnail. I was like, oh, I want to say. Then I saw the likes and I'm like, oof, he in trouble. What do you mean copycats? It's a question. I'm asking y'all. Clearly they're not copycats. I've never said they were. Oh boy, you made a huge mistake. You've got to deal with the wrath of one of the most hardcore fandoms out there now. K-pop stans. It is deserved because the thumbnail really isn't called for. I'll play devil's advocate here and say, since you're pretty new to K-pop, I myself am only a fan for 1 year. You didn't know any better. But boy, I'm interested how you're gonna get out of this one. Oh, and I would like to add the whole this is for a different target group is not how K-pop works. K-pop isn't just BTS and everyone else copies them. I know opinions and all that, but some things are just a fact. Well, I agree with you. Though having the experience that I have in the music industry, when a formula works, a lot of people tend to draw inspiration from it. It's the same way you know, when cars were first manufactured, a lot of different brands of cars started to come out. And what were they producing? They were producing cars. The same concept. Different designs, different engines and all this stuff, but it's exactly the same concept. Why? Because it produces a profit. Now this band, regardless of what you want to say and what you think, this is a band that's making a profit. This is a band that's making a killing. BTS is a band that's making a killing. TXT is making a killing. Why wouldn't you grab inspiration in certain models and formulas from your big brothers? You know, it's you know, you look up to them. It's just it's how it is. They don't even sound the same. I subscribe to your channel because of your BTS content, but I flipped the table because out of nowhere, necessary comment for the juniors. Bye. Change your thumbnail, you're just gonna get dislikes. TXT is TXT. The same label, mate, but it's hard to spot similarities. You listen to one of their songs. Claiming they're copycats is an ignorant statement. Again, I'm not claiming they're copycats. Think you know the meaning behind the song and MV and the thumbnail. Okay. Well, how many do this is like never gonna end. But anyways, I get what you guys are saying. And I'm sorry if I offended any of you guys. I didn't. I mean, there was obvious clickbait intentions in this video. I wanted to open up a discussion. Obviously, you guys definitely like don't see any similarities or anything like that. I'm not calling them copycats. That was definitely a question and part of the clickbait. And for those who watched the whole entire video and really got my thoughts around how I feel about their music, I really appreciate that, because I really actually enjoyed that song and enjoy what they're doing. I just, you know, I do, as a musician, I find a lot of similarities in what I've heard from BTS and what I've heard just in this song. I'll listen to their other music. I'm looking forward to it, and you know, I'll keep you guys updated with my thoughts. But yeah, if anyone was insulted, if anyone was like, you know, offended or anything like that, you know, I truly apologize. And on that note, you know, I'll catch you guys on the next one, and we'll check out some more videos. All right, take care, guys. Hope you're staying safe and healthy. Bye.